Bitcoin is dying. Sell all your Litecoin. Cryptocurrency is over. Craig Wright is the real Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin.
Alright, so if we just want to jump into this video, I want to talk about Ledger, something cool besides Ledger Live, which I'm sure there's a lot of good tutorials on YouTube. It's Twitter as well if you want to check that out. I did download it yesterday, did the upgrade and everything, made sure my firmware was up to date. And Ledger Live is really, really cool. I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. But we're going to talk about something kind of unrelated to that, but related to Ledger. Right here, Ledger reportedly attracting tech giant investors after selling off 1 million wallets in 2017. Then, of course, I do want to briefly touch on the big news for Litecoin today. Really awesome stuff, so we'll kind of look into that very briefly. Again, I'm sure this is something you've already heard about, but I just want to say, congrats to Charlie in the Litecoin Foundation for taking these cool steps for this without any attention. Just getting it done behind the scenes, really cool. And then the last thing I kind of want to talk about is in regards to the SEC. A Bitcoin ETF proposal. So you can actually go on to the SEC website and you can leave comments. And so I'll post a link to all the articles and this as well in the description of this video. And yeah, feel free to submit a comment. Potentially, this could sway or at least have some influence potentially on the decision. If they get enough of them, I'm sure that it'll be looked at more. So yeah, if we just want to start off looking at CoinMarketCap, currently the market cap's only 3 billion above 250 billion, so pretty low. I think we lost about 20 billion over the last 24 or so hours. A lot of coins in the red, essentially every coin. DigiByte, not quite in the red, it's actually still holding up pretty well. If we just look at Bitcoin right here, still, this is what we suffered today, this big red candle right there, but overall we're still in an okay position. We could still see some upside, but yeah, that was pretty rough seeing that drop today. And the reason I had that insanely hilarious opening was because I think this big drop today for sure, just if people were not already kind of disinterested and giving up on the markets, I think today was just another slap in the face for people. And I think we need that. I think as rough as it is and as hard as it is to endure, we need to keep getting slapped down, beaten up. Really, that's what happens. This is a bear market. Personally, this is my first bear market, but I understand the sentiment from the previous bear market, as well as just kind of the sentiment surrounding bear markets in general, whether it's cryptocurrency or traditional stocks. You have to feel the pain. And so, yeah, living on a day-to-day basis, you're going to feel that pain. And when we see drops like this, get slapped around a little bit. That's what you need. We might not like it, but that's reality. And it'll just shake more and more people out, and it'll make it more and more rewarding for the people that do hold on. Whenever that is, who knows? But like I said, we have to suffer. And then I want to jump into this. This is written by Helen Parts, published on Cointelegraph.com. Probably my favorite cryptocurrency news website currently. Ledger reportedly attracts tech giant investors after selling off 1 million wallets in 2017. So I'm covering this as well because I really like Ledger. I love what they did with Ledger Live. I'm really, really enjoying it. I think they made huge upgrades over what it was, using the Google Chrome extensions for each one, potentially having to use different ones depending on which cryptocurrency it was. It was kind of a hassle. This new interface is absolutely gorgeous. I love it a lot. And yeah, if you have a Ledger, I would definitely recommend it. I do have the Trezor as well, and I love their UI user interface upgrade as well. So Ledger and Trezor both are really good options in my opinion. But yeah, if we want to jump into this really quickly, Ledger has sold more than 1 million hardware crypto wallets in 2017, earning a profit of 21 million. The firm said in an interview on July 9th in Forbes, having raised 75 million this January in a Series B funding round led by European venture capital firm Draper Esprit, the Paris-based company is planning to raise more funds this year. Sources told Forbes that the forthcoming round has already attracted the interest of tech giants like Samsung, Google's venture arm GV, and Siemens, with talk of Ledger's valuation reaching as high as $1 billion. So I just want to stop right there for a second and just kind of say why I think that's incredible is because Ledger's sole purpose is really storing cryptocurrency. And if entities like Samsung and Google's venture arm, Siemens, if these entities are looking at Ledger, and expecting these valuations and everything, that's putting a direct spotlight on crypto and really, in my opinion, again, giving more good publicity and more interest into the crypto space. So that's awesome. And I really do think actually with these upgrades that Ledger has, specifically with Ledger Live, it'll be a lot more attractive for potential investors going forward. We always talk about like having upgrades to cryptocurrency to make it easier, more fluid, more secure for new people entering, so they feel safe, so they can get into crypto. And I really do think what Ledger Live is doing is absolutely an excellent step towards that goal there. In late 2017, Ledger's hardware wallet Ledger Nano S made the top 10 on Amazon's bestseller list in the computer and accessories department, beating major competitors such as Trezor and KeepKey. I don't actually own a KeepKey. I've always thought it was cool, but I do have a Ledger and a Trezor, like I've said. But I like both of them. But yeah, Ledger is really, like I said, after this Ledger Live upgrade, I think I'm like 100%. If everything continues to work well with it and there's not any problems, I think I'm probably like leaning very heavily towards preferring the Ledger. And the last thing I wanted to cover then is a newsbtc.com article. Nick Chong is the contributor here. And yeah, it kind of just goes over this tweet that Charlie had earlier. I'm sure you've heard. I'm excited to announce the Litecoin Foundation and TokenPay have entered into a strategic partnership to buy a stake in the German bank WEG Bank AG. We plan to work on many exciting consumer-driven crypto solutions. Stay tuned. And so the bank agreed to sell 9.9% of its equity immediately and gave an option for TokenPay to acquire up to 90% of the bank after the two entities receive approval from regulators. So TokenPay has also transferred its recently acquired shares in WEG Bank to Lee's Foundation in exchange for marketing and blockchain technology services, which will be a great help in TokenPay's rapidly expanding ecosystem. And really, I can think of, I might be a little biased, but I can think of no better foundation in terms of cryptocurrency than the Litecoin Foundation to really have this opportunity to help with marketing and to help with services. So I really think they're in good hands with that, and I think the partnership as a whole is really a positive thing for both entities that are participating in this. TokenPay is also in the midst of creating an upcoming decentralized exchange, opening an asset management firm, and the most recent WEG Bank collaboration is another thing that TokenPay has been working on. Cryptocurrency debit card was also something that was hinted at, allowing cryptocurrency to be spent in day-to-day transactions. And yeah, this is just great. I was talking to one of my crypto friends actually, and he was telling me how all of these different subreddits of like Dash, all these other ones that aren't even Litecoin related, are talking about how impressive, how big a step this is for cryptocurrency, specifically what Charlie Lee and the Litecoin Foundation are doing. So really, I think a lot of people are respecting this move and really giving it the credit that it deserves. Of course, you're going to have haters and people who are going to find a reason why it's bad or whatever. But for the most part, what I've heard so far is very positive things about it.